guys, it's your boy Alex, and welcome back to the Brave Lionheart channel. We are back once again with a reaction video today. I don't know if that's going to be my new intro for every reaction video, but it's something I'm trying. But anyway, this is a special request from my good friend One Fish Mob, who basically wanted me to react to a certain video that apparently a lot of people have been talking about on YouTube, and well, it's basically a series of videos that should not be on YouTube, basically. And that's going to be today's video. Basically, we're taking a look at a video called YouTube Should Ban Live Feedings. I'm not sure what the title of the video is called. I'll figure out the title once I'm done editing this, but you get the idea. But let's not waste any time and let's just jump right in. Yes. Yeah, I don't even know how I could have started that. I could have started that better. Anyway, so yeah, we're taking a look at a video on YouTube trying to ban live feeding videos. And for those of you that don't know, I've seen a couple of them, and yeah, I think I can understand why they need to be banned. But anyway, we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to get started with this video. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Anyway, start the video in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in this video. I'm guessing the guy that we're reacting to is going to show a couple videos of basically live feeding videos, but let's see what happens. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's no volume. What the heck?
Watch this channel, it's more likely that you have an interest
okay, that came out of nowhere. That was completely random. Why was there like no volume there for a second?
On YouTube. This is usually a
oh my gosh, that
actually
scared me.
Videos and channels that really shouldn't be on YouTube and shouldn't be on any other video sharing.
Well, we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to focus on
live
this.
Feeding videos, and if you're lucky enough,
oh yikes!
Before, I will explain them now very briefly. It usually involves feeding small animals such as ducks, mice, and rabbits to predators such as caimans, snakes, and frogs. In some cases, animals are set up to fight each other.
Oh yeah, these are definitely the videos that I remember for like technically live feeding. Oh, this image. All my worst fears is on this image of a video right now. Spiders, scorpions, snakes, even freaking centipedes. They are the worst. It's just the little legs just like crawling around, and the fact they are very poisonous, guys. People, I'm pretty sure there have been like a lot of people that have died from like a centipede bite, because they haven't gotten the poison out, like, super quick. But, gosh, this... let's just not keep it paused on this, like, very long. I can't even talk because of how creepy it is. Oh, gosh. Can we just... I just want to move away from this. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Before we get any further into the video, I'd like to make it clear that I'm not against all live feeding, because there is a difference between feeding insects to fish and feeding rabbits to caimans.
Yeah,
even though some small creatures such
that
as
I don't want to see happening. But when it comes to like feeding insects to animals, it makes sense because like it's their food source. For some animals, it's food source. But little bunny rabbits and ducks getting eaten by other bigger things, just no.
Policies. They do not allow content in which humans coerce animals to fight. Content in which a human maliciously mistreats an animal and causes it to experience
a lot of guidelines
for
live feeding videos.
In which a human unnecessarily keeps an
animal
in poor conditions.
That's like so much.
Traditional or standard practices. Content that glorifies or promotes serious neglect, mistreatment, or harm towards other animals. Content that shows an animal rescue that is staged and puts the animal in harmful scenarios. And finally, graphic content that features animals and intends to shock or disgust. These live feeding videos tick all but one of these categories, and I'll quickly go through each of them.
All except one?
The first one is probably the easiest to prove, because
all except one are
checked. Arenas for animals to fight. In some cases, the animals can't fight back, such as when a rabbit's fed to a caiman, but the animals that can fight back will. You have some channels putting snakes against frogs, hornets against frogs.
That right there is a common trend.
Against frogs. In each one of these videos, at least one of the animals suffers, and you slowly see the life leave their eyes.
Oh my gosh, that poor bunny rabbit, he's like shaking. He's terrified.
Or fight to the death in the title. That's a tick for the first policy, so now we will move on to the second one. Most of the animals in these videos are maliciously mistreated, and are often put in certain situations to get the perfect thumbnail. In a lot of these videos, a large number of animals are put in with one predator, and this means they must witness their own kind being eaten in front of them. This of course means that they're terrified, and they often cower in the corner.
Even
These
like
videos
all
are
these
just made for
titles.
shock value, and there's no care put towards the animal that they are feeding to their predator. This is yet again another tick, and we can move on to the third policy. Most of these animals are seen as tools to make money on YouTube, and they're often put in glass boxes where it's easy to film them. A lot of these channels show little to no care towards their animals, because in some cases they will sacrifice them to another predator in fighting videos. As well as this, they will
Stinger is
often
about to
encourage
hit
their
that
animals
frog
to
in the
cannibalize
side.
each other, and this really does show that there's little care shown to these animals. But with yet another tick, we'll move on to the fourth policy, and this is another easy one to prove. As you might be able to notice from some of the thumbnails of these videos, a lot of the animals that are being fed to the predators were meant to be sold as pets. There are certain pet breeds of rabbits, and also guinea pigs too. I'm sure the pet shops would not want you to use these animals in this way, and in most cases they're just seen as a tool to make money, and are often held in certain situations to get more shock value. By forcing animals to fight, you are clearly neglecting them and mistreating them, and you should not be allowed to keep animals at all. That's clearly another tick. But next, finally, we have a policy that
so you can pretty much just put a check mark on all of them, basically, because you've pretty much covered all of them, bud.
Spaces. So that's the only cross on this list. And finally, we come to the easiest.
Oh, nope,
one
there
to
is
prove.
an X
All of
on
these
one of them.
videos are graphic, and just from their thumbnails, you can see that
Oh,
they intend to
come
shock or
on.
disgust people. This is exactly how they get their views. And
You
to
know,
make more money, they have to be
unless
ever more
you're a
shocking and
nature,
disgusting.
like,
This
documentary
clearly proves that
channel
these
on
videos do not have a
YouTube,
place on
or just
YouTube.
a
Yet they're
nature
on
channel
here
in
and they are
general
thriving.
that, like,
For our
talks
next
about the
segment, we'll move on to
educational
the
values
excuses that
of,
some
like,
people try to
feeding
use. I'm
animals
sure
in the
some people are
wild,
putting in the
or
comments.
basically seeing
One
the
excuse
eating
that I see
habits
almost
of a
everywhere
wild
is that it's
animal.
natural. These
Then
videos
no,
couldn't be any
don't just
less
put
natural,
education
because not only will
or
most of these creatures
educational in
not
your
even meet in
video.
the wild, but they are
Wow,
also
that
in an
is-
enclosed space.
That is
Foxes
video
know way of
titling
escaping.
101 right
Humans do
there,
not meet
people.
Pet rabbits in the wild, and Pac-Man frogs do not hunt octopuses. Yes, animals eating other animals is natural, but in the wild there is normally a hunt, or at least a chance of escape. Another excuse
Of course,
is that
it's
the
the
animal won't eat
natural
dead
theory
prey,
of,
and in
like,
some very
survival
rare
of the
cases,
fittest,
this is
basically.
the only valid excuse. Most reptiles
Yeah, I
and
think I remember
amphibians will take dead prey,
remember
but in
something
most
about that.
cases,
That
the
like
dead prey will
snakes,
need
they
to be
will not
manipulated.
eat like dead
This is where you
things that
wiggle
are
or
already
move the
dead.
prey animal, and this convinces the reptile that it's
Oh.
alive and it will then
Oh.
eat it. In most reptile keeping communities, live feeding is frowned upon and should only be used as a last resort. Live feeding of predators such as snakes should only be used when the snake is going to starve.
I mean, at least we're learning some facts,
These instances are very rare,
but
and
still.
when they do occur, you don't need to film it and put it on YouTube for shock value. This excuse does not apply to 99.9% of the live feeding videos
Being
out there, and
YouTube
is often
famous
used by
just
channels
makes
that
people
want to keep abusing
crazy.
animals for money.
It
The
just
final
literally like
and
goes,
most
the
laughable
fame just
excuse
goes
is
to
that
their
it's
head. They're thinking like,
educational content,
yeah,
because
I could
there's simply
totally get
very
millions
little
of
to
views
learn
of
from
like
these videos.
seeing an
If you talk to
alligator
anyone who
eat
makes
an innocent
educational
baby
content on
duck or an
YouTube, they'll tell you that
innocent
most
like
videos
baby
take
rabbit
hours, if
getting
not days of
murdered by this
research. It's
alligator.
laughable that
Yeah,
these
that'll
live
get me
feeding
millions of
videos mark
views.
themselves as educational,
Oh my
as they often
gosh,
don't include
this
a
is-
voiceover and are just a few minutes of an animal devouring another animal. Some of these channels even like to put
Even YouTube
documentary in the
Shorts is
title or
doing it.
description, even if it's on a video
Wow.
that's only a few seconds long. In other cases, they'll try and create titles that sound educational, but are simply just a way of getting around
Also,
the
is-
system. Some
is it a
of these
Komodo
include
dragon?
How fast can a monitor lizard eat 8
I really hope
hamsters,
there is no
and
Komodo
venomous
dragon, like,
centipede meets
feeding
the
videos.
hamster,
Oh my
science
gosh.
education live feeding. All of these videos seem to have no educational content whatsoever, and are only putting these things in their title to try and get around the system. But now we move on to why YouTube should really pay more attention towards these videos. You could argue that the moderators simply haven't seen these videos, but if you look at the subscriber count and views on these videos, it's more than likely that plenty of people have reported these videos, and then
Yeah.
YouTube has given them the green light. This not only is very irresponsible, but could come back to cause more problems in the future. Of course, me making this video will have no effect whatsoever, but one of the things that has made YouTube change in the past are advertisers. As some of you might have already worked out, if you make animal-related content, you often
What are
have
those two turtles
animal-related
doing?
adverts on your videos. This often comes in the form of animal care companies or pet food companies.
And honestly,
The
yeah,
original
both Pedigree
apocalypse
and
happened
Purina
because
are like the
adverts were being
biggest
put on
like
risky videos,
dog
and
food
I'm pretty
companies
sure
that
animal
get
care
ads on
companies will not want
YouTube.
their
Like,
adverts put on
not
as live
daily,
feeding
but
videos. If there's an
mostly get
advert for
ads on
rabbit food
YouTube.
on a video where a rabbit is fed to a caiman, I'm sure if the company found out, they would not be very happy with YouTube and might even pull ads from the website. I'm pretty sure most other respectable companies would also not want
Oh
their
No, they
in these
wouldn't
videos,
want their,
whether
like,
related to
brand pretty
animals
much
or
put on
not.
a
This is
live
one of the
feeding
few things that
video.
would get YouTube
Not
to
one
stamp out
bit.
these channels. But they also need to think about who's watching these videos. If you're one of the people that watches these live feeding videos religiously, it's
No,
more than likely that
honestly,
you like
I saw
witnessing
videos
animal
like that on
abuse. If
YouTube,
you
and I
witness it,
couldn't
you're
sit
more likely
through
to do it
them.
yourself. And there's a scary
One reason
correlation
being
between
because it
people
was
who abuse
insects that
animals
I
and people who
hate
go
and
on to
cannot
commit more
stand,
serious crimes.
and the
This
other
was seen
fact
very
being that, like,
clearly in the
yeah, it's them
documentary
fighting
Don't
to
F
the
with
death, and I'm
Cats,
just like,
where someone
who
first
would
started
watch
posting
that?
videos of animals getting abused, and then went on to murder somebody. In these abuse videos, he was feeding
I think
cats
I
to
did
snakes, and you have to
see
think
this
if
on
any of these
Netflix, but I
live-feeding
never
videos
watched
included
it.
cats, they would be taken down
that-
immediately. I'm not trying to say
That
that
is just
everyone who
messed
watches
up.
these videos is going to go on to be a murderer, but I'm sure YouTube doesn't want their site to be a host to animal abuse content.
You would
But
have to be,
perhaps
like, a
the main
complete
reason as to why
psychopath
YouTube should try
to
and
do
stop these
that, like,
videos is that
seriously.
they're directly paying for them. By monetizing these videos, YouTube is essentially paying for these animal abuse videos, and is also paying for them to be more extreme. On YouTube, the more views you get, the more money you get, and this incentivizes many creators to make better videos and recreate their best videos. In the live feeding videos niche, the more shocking videos get more views. This incentivizes creators to make more shocking videos and add more and more animals each time. This in turn makes the abuse worse, and it's all funded by YouTube and advertisers. Those of you who watch this channel will know I never make videos like this. I was
Boy.
simply so angry and disappointed that these videos exist on a platform that I create on. I don't think this video will get enough attention to make any difference, but I have linked a petition that wants to ban live feeding animal videos.
Wow. That is just something. Before I do end off this video, people out there that are trying to be content creators, I completely understand it's really, really hard to make good content out there for the internet, for basically for social media, TikTok, Instagram, even for YouTube, it's hard to make, like, or find good content to make. But killing innocent animals, that is not the way to go. That literally is not the way to go to get famous on YouTube or get content made for a channel. You know, you can do other things. Like, there's a ton of things you can do better than just that. You know, crafting videos, those kind of things. You know, educational videos, you know, for teaching kids, basically. Or reaction videos. Reaction videos are the one way to go. But feeding innocent baby animals to much bigger and scarier animals, no, that really is not the best way to go. So, should those videos be banned on YouTube? I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it, but yeah, honestly, I think those kind of videos, live feeding, yeah, those honestly should be banned on YouTube and stuff. Not the ones, you know, that say, like, you know, for educational purposes. Like, there's actual nature, like, videos, or people who run, like, zoos that keep animals like that in their zoo, that feed, you know, actual food to them. Those videos, they could stay on. But the ones with them feeding little baby animals to bigger animals, no. Those ones, they should not be on YouTube. And I don't know if One Fish Mob, like, agrees with me or not. I think that was one of the reasons he wanted me to react to it. But yeah, those videos, they should not be on YouTube. They should just not exist on YouTube. But again, that's just my own personal opinion. You guys can have your own personal opinion as well in the comment section down below. But anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to never miss a video. And with that, I will see all you awesome guys and gals later. Bye-bye!